was so delighted when Brent told me, and I'm truly honored to be the first faculty member to receive this award. I am celebrating tonight with my family that I'm going to make them stand up. My husband, Jimmy, Luke, Jonah, Cassidy, Jordan, my oldest brother, also named Jimmy, and my little sister, Katie. And from too far away, Jace and Sarah in Washington, D.C., Marie and Care in Stirling, Scotland, and the world's most perfect grandchild, Louie, who we hope is asleep. I recognize that I'm so lucky to be somebody that has had their work life overlap with their personal life. And I don't take that for granted. My first moments on this campus were being an undergraduate student with my brother, who I may have gone to class more than he did, and with my sister, and with my future husband. And I love that our names share that bond on Senior Walk. I love that our kids had the run of Walton College back when we were one building, and they knew where to find candy from Autumn Parker and Donna Walker. They were regulars in the faculty lounge, they drank hot chocolate, they played board games, and it was just such a sweet season of life for me. Equally as sweet is when I had Jace, Luke, Jonah, and Jordan in my class for their senior capstone at the University of Arkansas, and also in the Chimba Study Abroad program. I will always cherish hearing the hallway door open and hearing their footsteps come down to my office. They are my 12 favorite people in the world, and I'm very grateful for you. My story is a bit improbable, and I'll give you the short version of it, but it's a story that I want our graduating seniors to hear. I often say, Brent has heard me, that I have the world's best job at exactly where I want to be, and you might think that I planned it that way from the start, but the fact is it was accidental and improbable. I was living in my hometown in Tulsa, which is my dream, to be in close proximity to my parents, grandparents, and my 3 siblings. And I got a call one day that was very strange from the department chair at James Madison University saying he wanted to fly me out and talk to me about joining the faculty to teach statistics. This was confusing because I had never taught a single thing. I had no interest in being a faculty member, and most relevant, I had not applied for this job. I told him this, but we stayed on the phone and talked. And it turned out that a former professor of mine in the Walton MBA program had heard about the job opening, fabricated my resume, and turned it in, and applied for the job on my behalf. I restated my desire to live in Tulsa, near my family, and he said, I wish you well, but I want to leave you with the words that he wrote in your recommendation letter. He said, this is what Molly is meant to do in life. She just doesn't know it. You should be the one to get her started. I went home and I told my family that bizarre phone call, and my brother Jimmy looked at me in my parents' kitchen and said, I don't know why you wouldn't consider this. You can go, and if you don't like it, Tulsa will always be here. I walked into work on Monday, I gave notice, I packed my car, and I drove 1,300 miles east to Harrisonburg, Virginia. I bring this up to our graduating seniors because you have so many choices and opportunities ahead of you. So I'm going to circle back to that story and just quickly pull out 5 parts of it that I hope you will carry with you. I know you won't remember my remarks a week from now, maybe not even tomorrow, but I hope you remember these 5 things. The first is, hold your values tightly as you step into this big, beautiful world. I was blessed to grow up with a family that from my earliest moments instilled in us the value of faith and a prioritization of family. And those have been my litmus test throughout my adult life. Hold your values tightly, but hold your dreams loosely. You have so many things that might come your way, and I'm so grateful that I had family that encouraged me to drive to Harrisonburg, Virginia. Whatever you do in whatever season, just do your best at it. You can learn something from every person you meet and every situation you're in. My 4th piece of advice is use your platform to make the lives of people around you better. Your job is going to ebb and flow, and there will be days you may not even like what you're doing, but the one thing you can control is you can make the lives better of people around you. My fifth piece of advice, I think, is the hardest to follow, and that's to not let other people define success for you. I found this hard at times. In the world of academia, we have a very objective approach to the 3 buckets that a tenured faculty member is required to achieve: research, teaching, and service. And Brent and my colleagues know that I worked hard every day of 35 years to meet my goal of earning an excellent in those 3 things. No offense to Brent, that is not what I consider my metric of success. It's not even what drove me every single day. Instead, my metric of success comes from people around me, like Ann Veliket, John Cole, Kim Petrone, people they're part of my community and they think the same way I do about life and family. More important than their voice, I love the voice of my students that we're celebrating tonight. They are my true north. And even more important than them, I love the voice of my family. And so that's what I want to close with tonight, is walking you through what that means to me. The fact that my brother and sister show up at every milestone that's in my life. The fact that Jimmy Rapert has never said no to me, whether it's, would you bring coolers up because we are doing this thing called a Walton Block Party, or would you do the Dead Day Float, or even the insanity of when I said, how about if we pack up our 4, 2, and 1-year-old and go to the Chimba Study Abroad program? His answer is always yes. Our oldest son, Jace, said that when he left my class, he felt so equipped to step into the workplace. He had interacted with executives, he'd done corporate projects, he read articles the executives read, and I love that his takeaway was that he felt confident. My son, Luke, wrote 6 words exactly on my student evaluation. He said, greatest teacher ever, even greater mom. And he told a group of executives that my class was not normal in the best way possible. Jonah wrote on LinkedIn that 2 things he learned in my class are to be independent and strong in controlling your future and a love of lifelong learning, but to build relationships with people, and that relying on other people is a sign of strength, not of weakness. I didn't get to have our youngest daughter, Marie, in class, liberal arts major, but she once told an interviewer that she loved coming to my office in her childhood because the care and the passion and the expectations that I showed at home were exactly the same as the care and the passion and expectations that I show my students. These are my markers of success and my markers that have held me true to doing the best work I can do. I've loved my time at Walton College. I started this accidental journey 41 years ago, so my hope for you, our graduating seniors, is that 41 years from now, that you are standing somewhere saying, I have the world's best life at exactly where I want to be. And I hope you're holding your values tightly, you're holding your dreams loosely, you're doing everything you can to do your best, you are serving the people around you, and you are holding true to what your family and those you love say should be your metrics of success. And I hope that Walton College plays a role in getting you there. Thank you all so much.